Welcome here to TalkFCB and welcome to one of the greatest matches we have ever seen. It was the World Cup final, the pinnacle. Nothing gets bigger than this, and that's what we've seen. That was the game that played out in front of our eyes. Today, Lionel Messi has won the World Cup for Argentina. He is, at last, a world champion. But what a way to do it! Not only has he achieved a milestone that he's dreamt about his entire career, but to do it in that way, for the game to be played out like this, it's extraordinary. It is unbelievable. It is football. France played their part as well. Mbappe with a hat-trick in a World Cup final. There is so much to discuss. There is so much to celebrate on this day. Messi's done it. What a game! What a moment! So let's do it. Because if we do, take one big, deep breath and go back to the beginning, where it all began in this game. Because let's start with the two teams that came into this clash. From France, it was very much as we expected from Didier Deschamps there, Olivier Giroud, supported by Ousmane Dembele and Mbappe from the start. And France, on paper, looking so strong, so solid, as they have been throughout this tournament. For Argentina, I think the big decision from Scaloni was to go with four at the back. You've got to say, he was incredibly brave in his team selection there, to go up against Mbappe with four at the back there, three in midfield, and Di Maria returning to the lineup. That was a very, very significant move, and it did not take long for that to be highlighted, because even in the early stages of the game, guys, I felt as though Argentina were targeting two areas of the field. Theo Hernandez was one that Argentina were really looking at and trying to spot weakness. He gave away the ball several times in those opening stages, and you can see here, Argentina winning the ball really high up the field. They were playing then in the spaces, and Messi receiving the ball in these kind of areas, he's going to do you damage. Now, Di Maria actually gets onto this chance here. It was cut back from Rodrigo de Paul. In the end, Di Maria getting underneath the ball, but he was so key in what Argentina were doing, playing out to the left-hand side, really going at Koundé, and Dembele was having to come back and help out. And that is where we begin. Because the first significant moment in this game came when Di Maria beat Dembele out in that wide area there. Dembele had to defend against Di Maria 1 versus 1. He gets beaten. He's then wrong side of Di Maria. And the problem for Dembele here is that he's desperately trying to get back. He really wants to make amends, make the challenge. There is contact. There's a sure contact here. To be fair, there's not much of it. This is a soft penalty. I would really say that here, that there wasn't a great deal there on Di Maria, but it's enough to send him over. And of course, when you make that lunge in that kind of position, you give the referee the chance. And that's the mistake here that Dembele has made. But of course, you've still got to score. You've still got to step up to that penalty kick there quite early in the game. Pressure's on. The World Cup final. And again, for Messi, he's just unbelievably calm. Talk about composure. And that's exactly what we've seen from him right the way through this World Cup. Messi, from the penalty spot, has been absolutely outstanding. And right throughout his career, don't forget, his penalties have been questioned. That's the one area maybe of his game, and it is one of the very, very few that maybe needed some work. But in this tournament, he's found his penalty level absolutely fearless again from the spot, giving Argentina the lead in the game. It was 1-0. 10 minutes, though, before half-time, Argentina doubled it, and this move was extraordinarily good. It was so good. The pace of it, the movement, the speed of passing. Look at this flick here from Lionel Messi. The way that he just pops it around the corner, taking out there a lot of the France team in that just one action. Wonderful play. McAllister's run down the middle. He has been outstanding in this tournament there. He's bursting at the heart of France. And then Di Maria. That is what he can add to your team there. Putting him in Argentina's attack, he gives them another dimension. It's a wonderful cutback there across the box. Di Maria storming in, and what a finish there. He actually plays the finish into the ground, which takes it over Hugo Lloris, and Argentina had a 2-0 lead. And that man there, Di Maria, scorer in the Copa America final. He is a player for the big occasion. He's been struggling with injury. It hasn't been easy for him to make it into this game, but what an impact he had, and what a player he is in this kind of occasion. But for France, it was an absolute nightmare start to this game. Didier Deschamps did not hang around even before half-time, subbing off Olivier Giroud and Ousmane Dembele. And I've got to say right here and now, guys, I do feel for Dembele in this game here, in a World Cup final, to give away a penalty, to then be subbed off before half-time, not even able to make amends for that mistake. And it has been a tough few games for him, getting involved in the team, having big moments in big games. It hasn't really happened over the past few matches in the World Cup. And I do feel for him, looking at him there on the sidelines, of course, it's going to be hurting for him. And I just hope here that he can bounce back at club level here, that he can put this experience behind him under Xavi back at Barca, somebody who can get the best out of him. We know that, and unfortunate for him, the way the game, and of course for Koundé too, went today for France. But I think in the first half, there was absolutely no denying whatsoever Argentina had France exactly where they wanted them. They started the game fearless, they went at them, they put pressure on France, and I think if they'd have continued Argentina, what they were doing in that first half into the second, they would have won this game easily. They would have won it in normal time. It could have been 3-0, could have been 4-0, because France, for me, were there for the taking. But that didn't happen, because I think in the second half there, Argentina, they were going through the motions. They sat back again. It was all the same mistakes that we saw against the Netherlands. 2-0, its so-called dangerous scoreline, and it proved to be again, because I think Di Maria coming off was a big blow for them after 64 minutes of time. I think probably he didn't have any more in his legs there, obviously only able to play just over an hour. But we were all talking for France there about maybe there's an illness in the camp. Maybe the squad aren't feeling ready for this game. Maybe they're not at it. They're not going to be able to come back. It looked still like a game that was over. They didn't even have a shot on target until minute 70. But this here was another game-changing moment. And it's Otamendi. It's 10 minutes there from time, and it is a moment of madness because he's in a race there with Kolo Muani, and what he does, he just can't help himself. He leans on him there. It's just an arm coming out. Again, there's a minimal amount of contact, and it's much like the first penalty in this game, whereby you'd say, is it enough to send him down? Probably not. But you're still going to give it. If you've given one, you had to give this one. Argentina there, allowing France to get back in this game. And Mbappe burying the penalty there, only just past Emi Martinez, who gets the right way. But Argentina then, the nerves started to creep in. Suddenly then, they got a goal back, France, and the pressure was starting to build. And it was just unbelievable. What transpired there from that moment? Because 1 minute later, Mbappe, again, it's incredible. The way this game changed, how quickly it was allowed to change, and Mbappe, it's an extraordinary finish here. For this ball to come over the top, to be in the air, Emi Martinez doesn't think here Mbappe is going to take that on first time. He thinks he's going to take a touch. He's waiting to set himself, but Mbappe, he just takes it on. He takes it out of the air there, on the volley. The power that he gets behind it. I think this is an extraordinary finish. I really do. This goal here was a wow moment. Even if for Argentina, it was a hammer blow, and it truly, truly was, but you have to applaud there the goal and the spirit from France to get back in this game and level it up for 2-2. And there was serious concern right the way through then, the Argentina team, and even more so when Marcus Thuram went down inside of the area. The referee blows up. I thought he was going to give a penalty. I thought it was going to be another French penalty. But he books him for diving. And I think there the nerves were jangling for everybody Argentina related inside of the stadium. But even up until the final seconds of normal time, it opened up for Messi. It looked as though in normal time there was going to be a chance. It opens up. He takes the shot on. Hugo Lloris just about tipping it over the bar. But that was it. 2-2 at normal time. We were heading to extra time with this game still firmly in the balance. And then on comes Lautaro Martinez in place of Julian Alvarez. And there was big chances, huge moments here for Lautaro Martinez, whereby he can win this game for Argentina. And it was again very similar to that 2014 final against Germany, whereby Higuain, back then, he had chances. Lautaro had moments where he easily could have wrapped up this game. It didn't happen. But there was one man on hand. There was one man who again was going to drag his team in the lead. Step up Messi, who is there to bundle the ball home. It was over the line. It wasn't offside. Messi gives Argentina the lead 3-2. And again, it looked like being the winner. But it wasn't. Again, Argentina so close, yet so far, because they concede another penalty. It's Montiel inside of the area. He's got his arm up. Why is your arm up? It hits the elbow. It's a clear penalty. And Mbappe stepping up again. and scoring again in the same bottom left-hand corner. Again for him, incredible composure, incredible to score the penalty. And I just think the drama there in the final seconds of extra time, it was 3-3 on the score sheet. Both teams were just going for each other. It was like the boxing match there in the final round where you're giving everything, you're leaving everything out there, and the two teams went close. France very nearly snuck one in. There was a moment there, and what a save it was at the death from Emi Martinez. That was an incredible stop in the final seconds, and Lautaro Martinez, yet again, another chance for him. His header nowhere near the goal. And then it was penalties. After all the drama that we'd seen, after all of the effort, the energy, the determination from these two teams, and still, they could not be separated. And up first, from the penalty spot, it was Mbappe again. We'd seen this several times throughout the game. Third penalty for him. And I just can't believe, because he puts it in the same place again. The confidence of this boy is absolutely extraordinary. Wonderful penalty from him. Emi Martinez gets a hand to it but can't keep it out. And then Messi. First kick again for him. Mbappe and Messi leading by example. He has a slow run at Messi. It's a slow penalty, but he fools the goalkeeper. Argentina there getting off the mark. But then it was time for Emi Martinez to do what he does best. It's a wonderful save there from Kingsley Coman. And then I think the one with Tchouaméni, he doesn't save it, but he gets in his head there. He threw the ball away. You had to make him go and get it. Waited a little bit longer to take the kick. You've got the dancing. You've got the celebrating. No doubt a bit of talking going on there. Very much in the opponent's mind. And Tchouaméni missing the target. Emi Martinez from penalty shootouts. He just makes it impossible for your opponents there to find a way through. And it was Montiel there with the final kick of the game, with the final penalty that would wrap it all up for Argentina. And he delivered it. And I think in the end here, guys, it is certainly celebration. It is certainly jubilation for Argentina. Make no mistake about that. But I would actually say, sitting here right now, there's a lot of relief as well. Because I think Argentina almost felt as though they'd won this game 2 times, maybe even 3 times over the course of this match here. Going ahead, getting knocked back, allowing France back into the game, then going ahead again. It's so difficult to keep bouncing back from those body blows. But they found a way to do it because this is a team. And what about Lionel Messi? What can you say about Lionel Messi, whereby this was his game, this was his moment, everything was on the line, everything was riding on it, and he delivered again for Argentina. Now, I'm not one of those people here who think that now Messi has won the World Cup, now you can call him the greatest. He didn't need this win. He didn't need just to win this game to become the greatest. He has shown himself and what he can do throughout his entire career. He had nothing left to prove for me. But I'm so happy that he won. For him. I wanted him to win the World Cup because of what it means to him. Because of what it's meant to him his entire career. It hasn't always been smooth sailing with Argentina. He hasn't always been appreciated by them. They haven't always treated him as though he was part of them. But he is now. He is very much embroiled into the history of this country. Of his country. And he's world champion. Messi has won this World Cup. Messi has achieved the dream. And Argentina, for me, they are worthy champions. And it's just tough to put it into words. It is actually difficult here to talk through the emotions here of something that we've kind of waited for. We've watched Messi his entire career. We have been so incredibly invested in Messi and his determination to win this trophy. And for it to happen now, I mean, it's incredible. Every single one of us here, we've been waiting, we've been hoping, we have been dreaming of the moment. And it's incredible. And like I say, I am so happy for him and what it means to him. But please do let me know, guys. What I want to know is what you are feeling right now. It was an absolute roller coaster ride. I think the nervous energy, the anxiety throughout that game, it was off the scale. It was almost painful at times to watch that. It was almost painful to go through it. But what a match. What a contest, what a final, what a World Cup, what an emotional time it's been. And please do let me know everything that you're feeling, that you have experienced today, that you are feeling now, looking at these pictures of Messi with the World Cup trophy. Yes, the World Cup trophy. He's done it. And I will see you soon with plenty more to come. Thank you for joining me. Thank you for all of the support. Celebrate this moment. Enjoy this moment. And until next time, as always, Messi has won the World Cup.